Can't believe they let you out of the hospital so soon.
I'm fine. Lucky for me, your husband's a lousy shot.
You know, what happened with Paul was an accident. He didn't mean to shoot you.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. You saw the way James was taunting him. He pushed Paul to the brink.
Don't worry, Meg. I already told the cops I'm not going to press charges.
You did? I'm very grateful, and if Paul were here, he would say the same thing.
I just hope I don't regret not putting him away when I had the chance.
Sorry.
You hear from Barbara?
Yeah, she said Paul was doing a lot better by the time they got into Oakdale last night. She did ask about you.
Yeah, I figured she would.
I didn't know what to tell her, so I asked her not to say anything to anyone until we knew it was safe.
Good. No one needs to know I'm alive. Not yet. I already told the cops to be quiet as well.
That's the real reason you didn't want press charges, isn't it? You didn't want word to get around. It would jeopardize your search for Johnny.
That's right. The fewer people who know about me, the better. Meg!
Dusty? Does someone want to tell me what the hell's going on here?
Holden, this doesn't have to go any further than this room, all right?
You're asking me to keep quiet?
Yes, I am. I don't want to make things more complicated than they are.
You want to make things more complicated? You faked your death!
I did what I had to do.
I want to know how. And I want to know why.
No way! Would I put the people who helped me at risk? I'm trying to find my son.
And that justifies what you've done.
You're a father. What would you do if someone stole your son?
Don't talk to me about family. You have no idea what you did to my family.
Wasn't my intention.
You have no idea what you did to Lily. Do you have any idea?
Okay,
She almost killed herself that night because of you.
Stop. That's enough.
Don't defend this guy, not after everything he's put this family through.
Dusty is the reason I'm standing here. He helped me escape, and he put his life at risk. He protected me from James.
This guy is no hero. And I don't owe him anything, including my silence.
Thank you, Lieutenant. I appreciate that. The investigation into Stenbeck's death is called off.
And you're shooting?
Like it never happened.
Who shot you?
Who shot me is the least of my problems.
You know what? I'm really tired of the runaround. You better tell me what's going on here. And if you don't, I will find someone who will. And I will not quit until I find out everything.
Hey, okay. It was Paul. Dusty and James were fighting. Paul had a gun, and he was aiming for James.
So he shot Dusty by accident. Where is Paul? Jail?
No. Barbara took him back to Oakdale. He's in the hospital. Thanks to Dusty, he won't be prosecuted.
All right, we should get going, Meg.
You know what? I'll meet you there in a minute. I just want to say bye to Dusty.
I just want to say one thing to you. If you decide to raise yourself from the dead and come back to Oakdale, do us all a favor. Stay away from my wife.
Well, at least this time I get to say a proper goodbye.
Well, honey, I apologize for all this.
No, you don't owe me an apology. I understand why you did it. After everything you did for me here.
Well, you got me out of that cage, so I guess we're even.
I guess so. So what are you gonna do now?
I'm gonna go back to Asia. Pick up on Johnny's trail. I'm not gonna give up until I find him. What are you gonna do?
Go back home, be with Paul, take care of the baby.
You're gonna be a great mom. You gotta promise me that you'll be careful.
Dusty.
No, I'm serious. You gotta ask yourself if Paul has it in him to be the kind of father your baby deserves. Paul's only role model has been the
Okay, stop it. Stop. I hear what you're saying. I do. But Paul is not James Stenbeck. He never will be.
Okay. I gotta give you something. This is a number of a PI in San Francisco. His name is Ed Suzuki. He's the only guy in the world who knows how to reach me, so if you need anything, call him, okay?
Thank you. I will. So I guess this is goodbye. You be safe out there, okay?
You too.
I love you. Thank you for coming after me.
Anytime, troublemaker.
Okay, I'm gonna get over to Memorial.
I think you should rest. Listen, you don't need to be doing anything right now, and if you do decide to go over there, I'm going to call Mama and make her come over here.
Don't you dare. I need to be with Paul. You can't expect me not to go there.
You said he had a breakdown. They're not going to let him have any visitors anytime soon.
I'm not a visitor. I'm his wife. He needs to know that I'm not going anywhere. Holden, you have no idea what James has put him through these last few weeks.
Yeah, and when he wakes up, I don't think he's going to get over it anytime soon.
All the more reason why I need to be there.
Meg.
Holden, James is dead. And for the first time in his life, Paul doesn't have to live in fear. That's going to make all the difference in the world. You'll see. Excuse me. I just looked at my husband's chart. Why is he so heavily sedated? I mean, I walked in and he didn't even wake up.
His mother said that his behavior's been highly erratic.
Yeah, but the medication you have him on, do you think he's some kind of threat to himself or anybody else?
Seeing as he had a violent episode.
Did my mother-in-law explain the circumstances? His father has been mentally and physically abusing him for weeks now.
That's why we're monitoring him.
You know, I think he's going to do a lot better if I can just take him home. Will I be able to check him out after he gets some rest? I'm sure that's all he needs, and then he'll be fine.
We'll see.